Now more than ever, people are taking charge of their health and wellness and searching for ways to enhance the quality of life for themselves and those around them. Welcome to My Wellness by Nature, a better path to wellness, a community that connects you with wellness professionals and products that share a passion for improved living. Discover ways to reshape your wellness path and improve your life. What does better wellness mean to you? Select topics like movement, nutrition, and relaxation, and access videos and products from top industry professionals. You can reshape your path with small daily changes for incredible outcomes. Discover and share the art of living better and create Generation Wellness together at mywellnessbynature.com.
At Home and Lifestyle Television, we love educating our viewers about health and wellness. And we do a segment on every show called For Your Health. And so here's what we have for you today. We hope you enjoy it.
So we lose voltage as we age. So the ability to introduce voltage from outside of the body in a safe way is really the answer. Not only for pain relief, but also for actual regeneration. Sometimes injuries or chronic disease states require exogenous energy or energy from outside the body. So the magnetic field is the ideal way to bypass that skin barrier.
So when I tried the pulse harmonic mat, well, right away, I noticed energy. So I would use it whether I was hurting. I noticed my lower back area, which is where I had placed the mat, felt refreshed.
When I found pulsed harmonics, I was so happy because I finally found something that helped me. I finally experienced a pain-free day.
We've had unbelievable success with tens of thousands of patient hours and my time on the device as well as an athlete. This is decades-old technology that used to cost tens of thousands of dollars in a clinical situation, wasn't mobile, and has consistently been reduced in size and efficiency so that now we have a clinical quality device output for home prices.
My journey to find wellness and less pain in my body began about 3 years ago when I was run over by an SUV. The doctors told me there was a good chance I couldn't walk. There was a massive amount of damage done to my pelvis and my lower back. It was completely shattered. And after using a walker for about 4 months, the doctors just said, you know, you're 35 years old. You might as well get used to living with pain for the rest of your life.
We have a client, a cancer survivor. She's like, I can literally go out my back door and there's hiking trails in the mountains. I didn't have the energy for it. I didn't have the desire for it. Like, I'm hiking again. I am going out. I am able to be more productive at work.
From an athletic standpoint, we have a lot of folks obviously with acute injuries, ankle sprains, knee injuries, shoulder injuries. These respond incredibly well, very, very quickly. Pain relief, we know that scientifically we get a 400% increase in stem cell proliferation in the area being treated. Blood flow, lymphatic drainage, range of motion, mobility, sense of well-being, endorphins, being able to rebalance the gut, the brain. This increases detox by 50%.
Well, it's very exciting that something so relieving is so available to the public. Just relying on the things that we have in the past hasn't worked. Just taking advantage of it because it's there is important.
Some of our clients, like truck drivers and ranchers and folks who are behind the wheel a lot for work, they report reduced back pain, greater awareness, being able to be focused late in the day without stimulants. And the device is also fantastic for colds, flu, sore throats, all these things that might crop up in a family situation.
My doctor had explained that, you know, our bodies are made of energy. And so we're kind of, in essence, like a battery. And over time, our battery starts to drain and drain and drain, and we lose our energy, and our body function starts to lower.
I started looking for every way I could strengthen my body and release some pain from my body.
It replenishes that energy, and it restores our vitality, and so our body's able to do what it's supposed to do.
Pulsed harmonics has really changed my everyday life for the better. I can go play with my kids on the playground. I can go run around with them and I'm not sore. It's restored me back to where I feel like I should be.
I would definitely recommend this to anybody experiencing any sort of pain, any type of muscle injury, or anything where you just feel like you need to be rejuvenated, because that's what it did for me.
Being able to regenerate, which is really the new buzzword in medicine. A number of these folks have worked with NASA and they had multi-million-dollar budgets to study pulsed electromagnetic field therapy and its effects on the human body.
Hearing these stories means something to me. I've been able to give people the opportunity to take control of their health, their wellness, become better.
I found it really exciting to use something that allowed my body to heal itself.
Whenever anybody tells me anything about anything, I am like, I research it. I've got to experience it to have an opinion about it, and that's the only way it works with me, because I'm not going to talk something up that I don't know. You can order it, it's easy, it's there, it's available.
To learn more about trending topics regarding your health and wellness, check us out at homeandlifestyletv.com and look for the For Your Health section.
In 100 years ago or so, we had as much as 30–40% of the American public actually made a living by farming. Today it's only 1%. But that doesn't mean you have to be away from your food supply or not connected to your own food supply. And the idea that you can produce a tremendous amount of year-round fruits and vegetables in your own backyard just takes a little imagination and a little know-how. And so here at the Farm and Food Lab, we're busy teaching from seniors to very young adults or to young children even, that you can repurpose different assets and different resources in your own home, indoors or outdoors as well, and create a food supply. You need water, you need space, you need some light, maybe a little energy, along with soil or something similar to soil, along with the seeds. They're all part of this new food supply that can be put together very quickly and very wonderfully in your own backyard.
Hey everybody, this is one of my favorite tips for great hydration, appetite suppressant, and toxin release. This is a citrus water that I drink every day, and I put the juice from an orange, a lime, and a lemon into my big jug, my BPA-free bottle. I just squeeze all the juice out, and the lime and the lemon help to balance out the pH levels in your body. The orange also helps with the appetite suppressant. So now you've got all the water that you'll need in a day: citrus, toxin relief, stress relief, energy boosting, appetite suppressant, all in one. This is For Your Health for Home and Lifestyle TV. Think about what you'll experience in the next 5 years: a graduation, an important wedding, the birth of a child or grandchild, or maybe even settling down for retirement. Now, what if I told you you could actually predict a heart attack or cardiac event in the next 5 years? Seems impossible, right? Not any longer. Today in For Your Health, we meet with Douglas Harrington, MD of Irvine, California, the innovator of Pulse Cardiac Test, an incredible breakthrough in medical technology that is literally sweeping the nation and beyond. The Pulse test is shown to save lives by detecting the risk of America's #1 killer, heart attacks, for up to 5 years. The Pulse Cardiac Test, an innovative technology that identifies patients at risk of heart attacks who would otherwise be missed by conventional testing methods, is a simple blood test that assesses a person's risk of suffering from a future cardiac event. The ability to identify underlying silent cardiac disease and predict the likelihood of a cardiac event is crucial in preserving the health of a patient, especially those that aren't showing any symptoms.
For the longest time, there's been a huge focus on lipids, cholesterol specifically. The majority of people who have a heart attack have normal lipids. 50% of people who have a heart attack have never had any symptoms either, or they also have normal cholesterol levels. And so you get a false sense of security. One of the most important facts is that heart disease after 50 years is still the #1 killer, not just in the United States, but wide. The biggest difficulty is doctors underestimate the risk of people 2/3 of the time. There's 2 large international studies that showed that. They think that somebody that's thin and says they eat well and does everything right, that they can't have heart disease. And the opposite is true.
So even someone like me?
Absolutely. My favorite people to talk to are the people who are health fanatics. They are exercising hours a day, they eat everything, they take supplements. And it turns out that there's a certain type of personality that's associated with a lot of stress, and a lot of these people put stress on themselves to be healthy, and that turns out to be unhealthy. You don't know what things have affected your body, and it's silent until you're either dead or you've had a heart attack. So for us, the biggest challenge was to figure out a way to find you or somebody like you that looks healthy and actually has heart disease before they actually develop the full-blown disease or die of a heart attack. And that's really what drove us to develop the pulse cardiac test.
Tell us, Dr. Harrington, how did the pulse test come about?
Most of the tests that are currently used to evaluate heart disease, unless they're direct measurements using a catheter or radiation, are really correlating with heart disease, but they don't actually detect that you have it. The pulse cardiac test is actually measuring those signals that go to your immune system, and it does 2 things. Number one, it makes the pulse cardiac test diagnostic, because we are telling you that yes, you have some injury to your arteries. And then what it does is it uses that same information to determine what your actual residual risk is, and then we use that same information to predict your risk of having a heart attack in a 5-year period.
In a society where self-health care is taking shape due to high insurance costs and the advances in technology, the pulse cardiac test seems like a starting point for saving money, but more importantly, saving lives.
If you have a heart attack, 1 out of 19 people is going to die initially because we're very good at keeping you alive. Okay, the other people that survive though, number one, it's a huge cost. On average, an uncomplicated MI is about $1 million. The actual cost of hospitalization is even higher if it's a complicated MI. But the real problem is that if you survive the heart attack, in about 2 years, half those people will be permanently disabled and not able to support their family and will be a burden on their family. If you could prevent that, why would you not want to do that? Why put your head in the sand? You can do something about it. There are numerous interventions that allow us to minimize that risk if we know you have it.
Why wouldn't each and every medical practice want to offer this test? It's quick, it's affordable, and it could potentially save so many lives.
To be honest with you, each and every practice should be offering the test because it is affordable, it's easy to do, and it's a simple blood draw. And it gives them information that's actionable and they don't get right now. So the bottom line is, yes, we want everybody to be using this that's a healthcare provider.
I want the pulse test. How do I go about it?
The easiest way to get the pulse cardiac test is for you to go to your own physician or healthcare provider and request it. You request the pulse cardiac test. And if they're not familiar with it, please make them aware of the Pulse Cardiac Test website, and there's a wealth of information there. They can even order the test components online at that spot.
Dr. Harrington has been featured on television and the news from coast to coast with his groundbreaking technology. Home and Lifestyle TV will continue to cover the Pulse Cardiac Test, as well as stories from those who've been helped by it. Keep a pulse on them by going to homeandlifestyletv.com or our Facebook page, where we'll have even more tips from Dr. Harrington. For your health, I'm Lisa Hart with Home and Lifestyle TV.
What are some healthy fruits and vegetables that you can incorporate into your diet? Folks, I have to tell you, around July, I buy about 40 to 50 pounds of blueberries and I freeze them for the year. I'm from New Jersey. We have a lot of blueberries in New Jersey. Blueberries, loaded with antioxidants. They're wonderful for you. Put them in your smoothies. Have them with your breakfast in the morning. Have a cup every single day. Wonderful for you. What about turmeric? I was born in Sri Lanka. We use a lot of turmeric or curcumin in our cooking every day. It's in every single meal. What does it do for you? It's an incredible anti-inflammatory. It's good for your joints. It's good for your skin. Just don't get it on your clothes because you'll have to donate those clothes to a Buddhist monk. What about coconut? Love coconut. For a long time, coconut had a very bad rap. Coconut oil is a wonderful moisturizer. It is incredible the good fats that are in coconuts and coconut oil. You can use coconut also as an antibacterial, as an antiviral. You can clean your countertops with it because it kills bacteria, kills viruses, and it also kills funguses. What about avocados? The good fats that are in avocados. Again, an avocado every couple of days or half an avocado a day, also a very good idea. For Home and Lifestyle TV, I'm Dr. Derek Da Silva, and may you always be blessed with good health.
At Home and Lifestyle Television, we love educating our viewers about health and wellness. And we do a segment on every show called For Your Health. And so here's what we have for you today. We hope you enjoy it.
Today on Home and Lifestyle TV's For Your Health, we look into an incredible way of boosting energy, mood, and overall health, thanks to hormonal and testosterone therapy. Taking the journey to better aging is one of the biggest buzzes in America these days. So Home and Lifestyle TV stopped by a leader in anti-aging and wellness, Age Well MD. Dr. Ingsberg provides some insight to why this has become so popular.
Hello, I'm Hope Ingsberg. For over 35 years, I've been a cardiac anesthesiologist, providing anesthesia care for patients in the operating room for open heart surgery, everything from bunion surgery to brain surgery. At the age of 53, I fell into a concept called bioidentical hormone replacement therapy. I was postmenopausal and was fatigued, losing focus, low energy. I decided this sounds like an interesting concept, so I began a journey of self-healing, learning about hormone replacement therapy, regenerative medicine, and also how to become more optimal as I move through my own lifespan. What I was seeing in my operating room was younger and younger people coming for surgery with more and more chronic illness, obesity, diabetes, heart disease, that should never be experiencing these chronic illnesses at this point in time in their life, and that they were not really getting better. They were getting maybe temporarily fixed. I went to a conference for the first time in 35 years that had nothing to do with anesthesiology. It was all about regenerative medicine and this whole new world of bioidentical hormone replacement therapy. I announced I was going back to school because I had fallen in love with medicine again.
Dr. Ingsberg tells us that as we age, along with other modern-day issues such as pollution and stress, our body's hormone production declines, leaving undesirable physical and mental symptoms.
Typically, I will receive a phone call. They'll say, I can't sleep, my moods are terrible, I can't remember, I have fatigue. Do you think you can help me? I tell people that those are fairly common symptoms for both men and women of a hormone deficiency.
I'd heard about menopause when I was younger, and for some reason I didn't think I'd go through it. I just thought other people would. And when the symptoms started, I was miserable.
The solution for many can be bioidentical hormone optimization, by reintroducing hormones familiar to the body, relieving many of these symptoms.
Listening to the patients, I end up beginning the journey with them, asking the question, why? Why do they feel this way? Have they had something happen to them in the past?
Started feeling uncomfortable, not sleeping, abdominal weight gain.
From there we go to blood work. I'm looking at hormones, vitamin D3, I'm looking at complete blood cell count, liver function. In essence, I'm looking a mile wide and an inch deep.
It came back to show that I was deficient in a lot of areas that women my age are.
Hormone replacement therapy is something that many men and women are calling life-changing for them.
My patients are a very diverse group of people. We tend to have some of the same problems: fatigue, lack of energy, lack of focus. Patients saying I'm moody, I'm irritable, I'm not having a good relationship with my children. My memory's not so sharp, like I'm not focused. Certainly people are saying my libido is lessened. And it's amazing how optimizing some wellness with simple gut cleansing and individualized care can really make a huge difference in people's lives. We're seeing younger and younger people coming in with hormones which are not functioning. Some of the things that are causing that is the environment. More toxins, more pesticides, herbicides. There's decreased amount of nutrition in our food sources. We're seeing more and more emotional, psychological stress. All of these factors impact normal body function. So when we really think of wellness, I put it together in a triad, which is a balance between emotional, psychological, and physical well-being.
After I had the treatment, I noticed within a couple of weeks that my energy level went up. I attributed that to sleeping better. And I was sleeping better because I had had the treatment. I don't know, it all just seemed to coincide, so I was hooked.
The amazing thing that's happened at Age Well is people wanting to take control of their own health. To say, I want to be optimal throughout my life. I don't want to have this rise to a peak and then half my life to be in decline. Now, with regenerative medicine, hormone replacement therapy, and all of the components that go along with it can make a huge difference in a person's life.
I wake up refreshed, I have plenty of energy, I'm focused. I'm probably leading the best years of my life right now.
I enjoy seeing my patients who are coming in and seeing them taking all of these positive steps towards optimizing their health. I'm going to be there to support a new lifestyle of living for them. As a physician, we have to always realize that we are teachers and should be for our patients. But if we're good listeners, what ends up happening is our patients become our teachers.
I think that getting hormone replacement therapy makes you a better person. I tend to say you become a better wife, a better mother, a better friend, a better spouse. And if you're better, everybody else is better. And people really gravitate toward that, and those are the kinds of things that they say when they've been back for their second visit or multiple visits.
I can't see myself never not on this. I'm telling you, it's just the way I feel. I feel great. I tell everybody about it.
People like to come here. They like to come here because the space is inviting. It's very spiritual. People like the dog. The dog is very calming. He has a way of knowing whether you're nervous or not. That's why his title is Chief Stress Relief Officer, because he really does do his job. The other thing that I think people like is the personal attention. If you want to talk medical stuff, you talk to Dr. Ainsberg. If you want to talk business stuff, appointments, all the rest of the stuff, you talk to me. And if you want to feel good, you talk to Willie.
For over 35 years, I focused to safely put you to sleep. And now I've turned 180 degrees and I'm passionate about awakening you.
Dr. Hope, Kathy, and her experienced team are in the forefront of bioidentical hormone pellet therapy, assisting people in regaining a happier and healthier lifestyle. There are many resources and videos on their website to help answer questions, or you can simply call and make an appointment today.
I learned so much from that segment, and I hope you did too. If you'd like to know more, go to homeandlifestyletv.com.
I'm actually a little bit different than other doctors in that I don't think all carbs are bad, because if you don't get enough carbs, you're going to get depressed. Now, there is a difference in the types of carbs you eat. Think in terms of healthy carbs. Oatmeal is a healthy carb. It's a complex carb. Your body has to burn some calories to digest it. It lowers cholesterol. It actually decreases inflammation. Black beans, bulgur wheat, whole wheat, those are good for you. And on average, if you're eating those, you will drop between 15 and 20% of your body weight over time. Refined white carbs like white bread, white rice, sugar, things that say natural like agave syrup, they're horrible for you. They tell your body to stop burning fat and to create triglycerides and fat. They're very deadly. I had a patient of mine who is 52. He was what would be called prediabetes. We did a special blood test on him called the pulse cardiac test, which was elevated. He thought that since his bad cholesterol was actually at a good level, he could indulge his sweet tooth. He would eat 3 to 4 candy bars a day. What we said to him was, if you'd like to try lifestyle modification, I'm pretty sure we can get you back in shape within a few months. We put him walking 30 minutes 3 times a week, and then on alternating days we gave him a 12-pound kettlebell and 10-pound dumbbells and said, do range of motion exercises while you're standing and watching TV. Do not sit down and watch a comedy. Don't watch the news because that's stressful. On the diet side, all we did was remove the added sugar and the refined white carbs. Fast forward 4 months, he's lost 16 pounds, gained muscle mass. For the first time in 10 years, he's no longer pre-diabetic. It really works.
For many years, I've worked with my own supplement line. Why did I do that? Well, about 25 years ago, I was very disillusioned when I went to the store and I bought some supplements. As I was looking through these supplements, I was disillusioned by the fact that I was using this particular supplement to help lower my cholesterol, and it wasn't working. All of the research and the data that I looked at on this particular supplement or ingredient says that my cholesterol should have come down. Well, here's what happened. My neighbor works in the Department of Food Science at Rutgers University in New Jersey. I gave him a couple of bottles and I said, do me a favor, would you take a look at this and analyze this? Well, he came back to me and said, Derek, there's nothing in there of what they said. And that's when I said, I am going to develop my own supplement line called Common Sense Supplements. They're all very unique. The technology in there is very unique. For example, the calcium that I have is a soft gel. There are 6 different forms of calcium that are in there, 3 different forms of magnesium, vitamin D, boron, and horsetail for absorption. Your body uses calcium differently than my body. You may need calcium citrate, I may need calcium gluconate. Your friend may need calcium malate. So I put all 6 forms of calcium in there and let your body figure out what it needs. The probiotic we have has technology in the capsule. The vitamin D that we have is a combination of vitamin A, vitamin D, and vitamin K2. You're not going to find that in very many places. The coenzyme Q10 is a water-soluble form of coenzyme Q10. Coenzyme Q10 is fat-soluble, and as a result, it is very difficult to absorb. So the technology in our line is what makes it so unique. And you have access to me, because you can ask me the questions, and I will give you the answers. I'm Dr. Derek Da Silva, and may you always be blessed with good health.
Now more than ever, people are taking charge of their health and wellness and searching for ways to enhance the quality of life for themselves and those around them. Welcome to My Wellness by Nature, a better path to wellness, a community that connects you with wellness professionals and products that share a passion for improved living. Discover ways to reshape your wellness path and improve your life. What does better wellness mean to you? Select topics like movement, nutrition, and relaxation, and access videos and products from top industry professionals. You can reshape your path with small daily changes for incredible outcomes. Discover and share the art of living better and create Generation Wellness together at mywellnessbynature.com.
This is one of my favorite kitchen hacks. I love bananas. They're loaded with potassium, but either they're usually too green or too ripe, or like these, just right. These are perfect. So here's how you can preserve these. All you have to do is get some plastic wrap and you wrap it around the stem. just like that. So another option is to use a brown paper bag, but we don't want to keep all of them together when we do this method. We're going to pull them apart. I'll just do a couple. Woo, that's a strong stem. And then you place them inside the paper bag. Your mom probably used to do this. Close it up. And then by morning, those green bananas are going to look as beautiful as these. For Home and Lifestyle TV, that's your kitchen hack.